A very good morning, children. Welcome back to Social Studies video tutorials. I hope all of you had a very refreshing Durga Puja break, and let us begin the lessons once again. Today we begin with chapter number 12, Natural Vegetation. In this chapter, we are going to learn about forests in India. Whenever we think of forests, a very scary picture occurs in our mind of a dark place having many trees and full of wild animals, isn't it? But forests are a very important part of our earth. It is a very important and useful part of the ecosystem, and it consists of both plants and animals. They are very useful to us and very important too. Forests have natural vegetation. And what does natural vegetation mean? Natural vegetation means plants growing on their own. So all the plants that and trees that grow in the forest, they grow on their own. They are not planted by anyone, and so they are called natural vegetation. They grow naturally. Now let us learn about importance of forests. Forests help us in many ways. They help in erosion control. They give us timber and many other useful products. They are habitat or give shelter to wild animals. They provide us different kinds of food. They give us oxygen and make the air clean and fresh. So let us learn about these in detail. Importance of forests. Do you know how forests play an important part in our lives? Number one, forests are useful to us in many ways. They give us various useful products like timber, firewood, pulp, lac, resins, gum, herbs, grasses, and leaves. I have collected some pictures and put here for you. You can see lac, which is a sticky product that we get from an insect. These trees in the forest, they serve as host trees. The insects, they grow on these trees and they secrete lac, and this lac is used to make bangles. All of you must have seen glass bangles, and similarly we have lah bangles or lac bangles, and this lac is also used in sealing wax in post offices. When we have to seal any letter, sealing wax which is reddish in color, that is used. Then we have gum is used to make adhesives, resins, and these two are secretions that we get from the tree. You can see in the picture, they are secreted by the tree. And resins are also used to make gum as well as to make incense. We get incense from resins, they are made from resins. Then we get different kinds of herbs, grasses, and trees. Timber is one of the most important products of forests. It is used in making houses, tools, furniture, and railway sleepers. Paper is made from wood pulp. So these are some important products that we get from forests. Besides, forests control floods and thus prevent soil erosion. Now, what is soil erosion? You can see in the book, page number 78, it is given there. Erosion is the process of being eroded or washed away due to action of wind, running water, etc. So when the topsoil is washed away because of running water or wind, that is called soil erosion. And flood also causes soil erosion. Trees, they help in controlling flood as well as prevents soil erosion. How does it happen? It happens because the roots of the trees, they hold the soil in its place and they prevent them from getting washed away. Even in the mountainside, hillside, plenty of trees are planted to prevent landslide. Now another important use of forests are, they have plenty of trees, and these trees, they give us oxygen. Forests keep the air fresh and cool. Forests provide shelter to wild animals, and forests help in causing rainfall. Now, there are different types of forests in India, and the main types of forests that we find in India are evergreen forest, deciduous forests, thorny forests, tidal forests, and coniferous forests. There is a map given in page number 78, which we will keep on referring again and again. You can see the reference given in the box. The evergreen forests can be found in northeastern area and in the western coast, and deciduous forests can be seen in the southern peninsular India as well as foothills of Himalayas. So these two types of forests we are going to learn in this slide, and the rest we'll learn in the next video. So let us begin with evergreen forests. Now, as the name suggests, these forests remain green throughout the year, and hence they are called evergreen. Green, always green. These trees never shed their leaves fully and so are always green. They are never bare. They don't shed their leaves like other trees. They do in autumn, they shed their leaves, they become bare, then new leaves will come, they have yellow leaves. But these trees, they are always green because they never shed their leaves fully. They are found in hot and wet regions of our country. These forests are very dense, they are very thick. The slopes of Western Ghats and the hills of northeastern India are full of evergreen forests. You can see in the map the area marked in light green. Those are the region of evergreen forests. The trees in the evergreen forests are tall and form a canopy as they have a very thick growth. They are very dense and their growth is very thick, so they form a canopy. Now, canopy, you can roughly understand that it is almost like an umbrella. It forms a cover and spreads over a very large area, and it is this part of the forest. I have put a picture in the next slide for you to understand what canopy actually means. And this part of the forest is made up of the tree crowns or the upper part of the tree, and it includes the habitat zone. This is the main upper layer where the animals, the arboreal animals and other animals, they live. So when you see the picture I have put in the next slide, you will be able to understand what is the meaning of canopy. The wood of these trees is hard and valuable. The wood is very expensive. They are used to make some fine furnitures, and not day-to-day furnitures, but some very luxurious and expensive furnitures. They are made wood pieces. They are made out of these trees. And the name of some evergreen trees are ebony, mahogany, and rosewood. Now here you can see the canopy layer is the layer which is very dense, and the most of the animals, the arboreal animals, the birds, monkeys, squirrels, snakes, they are found living in this layer. How it looks like, you can see in the picture, adjacent picture, it looks like an umbrella covering the whole area. So this is the meaning of canopy. And evergreen trees, because they are very tall and very dense, they form a canopy. Now we move to deciduous forests. The trees in these forests shed their leaves in the summer season. The main trees found in the deciduous forests are sal, shisham, and teak. Wood of these trees is used for making furniture and as building material. These trees are more commonly used to make furnitures, and they are not that expensive except for teak, which is a bit expensive, but otherwise these are the trees which are commonly used to make furniture and also as building material. We can find these forests in the southern plateaus and along the foothills of the Himalayas. When you go back to the map, you can see there mostly the Deccan Plateau and foothills of Himalayas, the Shivalik area, that is covered by deciduous forests. And which are the main trees that we find in deciduous forest? Sal tree, teak tree, and sesham tree. So these are the trees, and you can see there timber it has been cut and timber is lying there. This is what is used for these logs of wood. they are used for making furniture. So with this we come to the end of today's video tutorial. We'll continue with the lesson in our next tutorial. So till we meet again, keep safe and keep learning.